Hey, what do you know? We finally have a sunny day here in the Sunshine State. So we're gonna pop over to Studios and Islands of Adventure and give you a two-park update. Let's get to it. And the first update I have for you today, do you know where I parked? I parked in valet. Yes, valet parking is back on a limited basis. Talking to one of the guys down there, they said about 75% staffed right now. And also, I'd like to give you a pro tip. Once you get that valet ticket, good idea, take a picture of it, just in case you might misplace it throughout the day. Here at one of these merchandising kiosks in City Walk, they do have some Tokyo 2020 Olympic gear. A t-shirt here, $35. They have a tumbler for $32. A Tokyo 2020 Olympic hat is $29. And the Tokyo 2020 Olympic cinch bag is $20. Alrighty, let's head into the park and see what's happening. I just took a look. No Olympic merchandise inside of the studio store. But if we go this way, I know there's some new merchandise this way. Not Olympic though, but something cool. Universal Orlando just announced a new haunted house for Halloween Horror Nights 2021. It will be centered around the Netflix series, The Haunting of Hill House. And as such, inside of the Five-A-Dime here, they have some Halloween Horror Nights merchandise, preview merchandise. And here is the display, and featuring the t-shirts here. They are $28, and they are black light activated as well. But that is the tall man right there, I believe. And they should be switching this out about every 2 weeks. Let's keep that a secret. Every time they announce the house, about every 2 weeks, they'll update the preview merchandise. But you didn't hear that from me, okay? You didn't hear it from me. I'm gonna check one more spot looking for that Olympic merchandise. I'm surprised it's not in the park. It might be at this other location though. And I can already see from here, this little store by the plaza and the amphitheater and Rep Ride Rocket, I see a Tokyo 2020 Olympic t-shirt. Let's go see if there's anything different in here than what we saw in City Walk. Well, that is the same t-shirt, the same hat. On this side, well, we've seen the bag and then the tumblers, but up here something we didn't see in City Walk is Olympic pins, and they are, let me check the price, $11. They had taken away these tables and chairs, but since Hurricane / Tropical Storm Elsa has gone, they brought them back. And in case you didn't tune in for the live stream, I did let everyone know during that live stream that the Monsters Cafe is now open every day of the week, typically from like 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's your best time to get some food and enjoy the Monsters Cafe. The Ragtime Gals have returned to the Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. Let's go inside and see if we can catch a show. And for those of you who don't know, the Ragtime Gals are part of the pre-show entertainment before the actual attraction starts.
Hello. 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 Hi. And we are here for all your entertainment needs while you wait for your exclusive taping of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
That's right. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. Right.
Salt and Pepper's here, and we're in effect.
Oh, baby, you.
Oh, good.
You got what I need.
Does he know her?
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. New York. Hip hop hooray.
Crush them.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it appears as though our NBC pages have made you look not called the newcomers. So,
You know, I came in just for the Ragtime Gals, but since I'm in here, let's go ahead and experience Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. Well, that was pretty fun. I admit it has been a while since I've seen that show, but also a very nice way to take a break from the heat. The Jurassic World Tribute Store is scheduled to close on August 9th. I have received word that they're pretty fast at turning over these stores, maybe just a week's time after they shut down Jurassic World Tribute Store, it can reopen as the Halloween Horror Nights Tribute Store. We'll see if they want to do it that fast or not, but I've been told they can really turn it around in a week. They have enhanced the Mummy switchback fencing. They've added these cool little covers. Makes it a little nicer. As previously mentioned, rock climbing has returned to the streets of New York. It is $10 per person. I can't tell if this guy's working or if he's just hanging out.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Actually, I figured out why we can't be friends. Dom doesn't have friends. He has family. Universal Studios has pretty much gone away from the mobile order and back to the POS style of ordering your food. Right now, it's just the Leaky Cauldron that you can mobile order. Richter's Burger Company, they are changing today back to the POS system instead of the mobile order. I'm gonna walk into Diagon Alley and see if I can find any new Harry Potter merchandise. To do so, I might have to go into Nocturne Alley. There is supposed to be some new Dark Mark bags and wallets. And like I said, I think the best place to start looking for it would be Nocturne Alley. To the right of the Leaky Cauldron, Nocturne Alley. Also a good place for air conditioning. A Dark Mark pouch for $45. These are like clear mini backpacks with the Dark Mark, and they are $65. And then for $32 we have Dark Mark fanny packs, or bum bags if you will. I think those have been in the park for a week, maybe 2. It's just now that I'm getting around to looking at them. It's a hot day. I'm surprised more people aren't just hanging out in Nocturne Alley enjoying that air conditioning. We've made our way to the old Fear Factor Stadium. Let's take a closer look. I can hear them working inside for one thing, and then as I look up to the rafters, I can tell some lighting rigging up there. I do believe they are preparing for the Halloween Horror Nights show that will occur this year, which I believe to be will be a Jack the Clown show this year. Here's a bit of a unique story. I didn't know if I was going to say this today or save it for the weekly roundup, but since I'm here, I'll just tell you right now. But a while back, 70 pigeons were found on Interstate I-95 here in Florida. But apparently, Universal is going to adopt these pigeons and make them part of an in-flight show here at Studios. I don't know if this pigeon flight show is going to be a part of the animal actors here or something totally different somewhere else in the park, but regardless, it is something to look forward to, a pigeon flight show here at Universal Orlando. 9 days into July and I have not received my July Passholder button yet, but that's going to change right now. Donuts. Is there anything they can't do in honor of Homer and the Simpsons? I really don't collect these, but Nikki does, so I always make sure I get her this. And they hand these out to pass holders once a month. Different button every time. At least some park in Orlando appreciates their pass holders. Sometime in mid-August will be Universal's Pass Holder Appreciation Days. All type of special perks and bonuses given out to pass holders that time. The button here, that's just a regular monthly occurrence. Over to Islands of Adventure for just a couple updates over there. If you know one, insert your own turnstile joke here. We've made it inside of Islands of Adventure. I come in here only knowing about 2 updates, but who knows, we may discover more along the way. For example, that information I gave you about the Richter Burger Company going away from mobile and towards the POS system, the point of sale system of ordering, I did not know about that before I got into the park. I only learned it once I got into the park. The first update I would like to show you here at Islands of Adventure would be here in Jurassic World near the Velocicoaster. Before I get to that update, I think they've done a good job here at the Three Broomsticks, the patio to the Three Broomsticks, in blocking the view of the Velocicoaster. Probably doesn't do much for sound, but let's be honest, there's a lot of screaming in the Wizarding World anyway. At least when Voldemort is around or the Death Eaters, a lot of screaming. So if you're having lunch or breakfast or dinner on the patio of the Three Broomsticks and you hear that screaming, just imagine it's Voldemort or some Death Eaters up to no good. So what we need to do is head down here into the extended queue by the Mosasaurus roll, they've added, oh, let's pause for Top Hat.
What? It's active?
No one's on that one. It was down for just a minute and they've restarted it. But we need to go back down here in the extended queue and show you a new Mosasaurus ID plaque. This is the Mosasaurus ID sign. Here's some stats on this baby. Size chart. Interesting, the aggressive level is not as high as the raptors, nor the intelligence level. So I believe this is the second ID sign they've added. I've showed you the one up front by the paddocks, but this is the second one right here by the Mosasaurus roll. And just as a reminder, I'll walk you down to the paddocks where the other ID plaque is. Over here by paddock 2 is where we can find the Velociraptor identification plaque, which I previously showed in another video. So as far as I know, there's only the 2 plaques. But if you know better, let me know in the comments below. Maybe there's a 3rd or 4th, I don't know. And now over into Hogsmeade for the big update of today, as Universal is testing a new virtual line pass system. They're testing it on Hagrid's. I've talked to some people about it. Early feedback, not so promising, but let's get in there and let's just see what's happening with it, and I'll try my best to relay information and explain it to you guys. So right now, at least in beta testing, this is not even part of the Universal app. It's its own little like website right now, but it comes with a tutorial for your virtual line. You need to activate your virtual line account, make a reservation, and use your reservation is what this tutorial will teach us to do. So we need to activate an account. We click activate virtual line, select your party size, then enter your email address and create a password, and then click accept and log in. Create, review your selections and click confirm. You're now ready to go. Now to make a reservation, we need to click on the attraction we would like to reserve, click get on, and we'll be given a time to go back to the attraction. And then once you have that all set, you have your reservation, you go to the attraction's virtual line entrance, show the attendant your cell phone, and the attendant will scan the QR code, and then you enjoy your ride. Sounds pretty easy. Now I just talked to a couple of you viewers who went through that whole process, and this is what they had to say to me about it. The first thing is they were disappointed that it was not part of the Universal Studios app, that it was a secondary website, so they had to save the link to that website to the home page of their phone, so they did not enjoy that. And then the other thing is it kept changing the time they were to return. Now it was a good change as it kept getting earlier, but they didn't receive notifications, so they constantly had to keep track of their phone, keep looking at their phone, going to that website to see their new return time. So I mean, that can be kind of annoying. I mean, it's nice that it's a quicker return time than you expected, but for them to keep having to check that phone over and over again got a little tiresome. So for me, I did sign up and I did create my account. It was super easy since I guess the phone somehow knew my email address already, and it had my passwords and everything, maybe from the app, the Universal app, I'm not exactly sure. However, there's no more reservations at this time for Hagrid's, so I cannot test the rest of the procedure. We'll save that for another day. But right now, like it's like 1 o'clock, I can't get a reservation. We'll have to try it early in the morning one time. Personally, I am not a fan of virtual lines, mainly for that reason right there. I say that if you have the stamina and the willpower to stand by wait for whatever time you want to wait, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever your tolerance is, I feel you should be rewarded for that and get the ride, not just be the luck of the draw how fast you can log on, sign up for a ride virtually. But that's just one man's opinion. It's okay to have a different opinion, as I know many of you probably do. So I don't know, maybe more reservation slots open up throughout the day, but I don't like the fact that I'm going to have to keep checking my phone to, you know, watch for those slots. That I don't like. But today is just one instant. We're going to follow this story. We're going to keep trying, and over time we will develop our official position on this virtual line thing. And that's all the updates I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all you folks out there today who came up and said hello. I always appreciate that. Keep me from getting lonely when Nikki's not with me. But as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rix Flix, and now it's time to relax.